Welcome to video lecture on analog and digital electronics. In this lecture video, I will discuss the concept of minimum forms of switching function and Karnaugh map. A switching function consists of binary variables, the constants 0 and 1, and logic operation symbols. There are two forms of switching function. First one is minimum sum of product expression and minimum product of sum expression. A minimum sum of product expression for a function is defined as sum of product expression which has minimum number of product terms and each term has minimum number of literals. A minimum sum of product expression directly corresponds to a minimum two-level gate circuit which has minimum number of gates and minimum number of gates input. A minimum product of sum expression for a function is defined as product of sum expression which has minimum number of sum terms and each term has minimum number of literals. Let us see how to convert an expression into minimum form of switching function. The minimum sum of product expression can be obtained by applying various Boolean laws, that is using algebraic technique. Simplify f of a comma b comma c is equal to summation m of 0, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So let us expand this by writing binary equivalent of decimal minterms. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, which are the binary equivalent of 0, 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7 respectively. Now, write the respective minterms in the algebraic form by converting zeros into variable complement and ones into variable itself. So, f becomes a complement b complement c complement plus a complement b complement c plus a complement b c complement plus a complement b c complement c plus a b c complement plus a b c. Now, let us combine two terms by taking the common term out. So, f can be rewritten as a complement b complement into c complement plus c plus b c complement into a complement plus a plus ac into b plus b complement. Now, by applying Boolean law, c complement plus c becomes 1. Similarly, a complement plus a becomes 1. Similarly, b plus b complement becomes 1. So, the simplified answer is a complement b complement plus bc complement plus ac. We can rearrange the terms given in the equation and you can get one more simplified answer for the same equation as f is equal to a complement c complement plus a complement c plus ab. Let us simplify product of sum expression using Boolean laws. Given equation is f of a comma b comma c comma d is equal to pi of maximum of 5, 7, 6, 14, 2, 10. Now, let us expand this into algebraic form. That is, convert the decimal numbers given in the expression into equivalent binary. 5, 0, 1, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 1, 1, 6, 0, 1, 1, 0, 14, 111, 0, 2, 00, 1, 0. Similarly, 10, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now, write the maximum expansion by writing variable for 0 and variable complement for 1. So, f becomes a plus b complement c plus d complement into a plus b complement plus c complement plus d complement into a plus b complement plus c complement plus d into a complement b complement c complement plus d into a complement plus b plus c complement plus d into a complement plus b plus c complement plus d. Now, in the first two terms, A complement plus B complement plus D complement is common. The remaining term is C plus A complement, which get eliminated by converting it to 1. In the next two terms, B complement plus C complement plus D is common. The remaining term A plus A complement is equal to 1 and can be eliminated. The next two or last two terms B plus C complement plus D is common. The remaining term A plus A complement can be eliminated by converting it to 1. So, we will get the simplified answer as f is equal to a plus b complement plus d complement into b complement plus c complement plus d into b plus c complement plus d. So, in this expression, the last two terms c complement plus d is common. The remaining term b plus b complement can be eliminated by applying the Boolean laws. So, the final answer is f is equal to a plus b complement plus d complement into c complement plus d. Why we need to simplify any switching function into minimum form of switching function? In the minimum form of switching function circuit, number of gates are reduced. That is, it uses less number of gates to design minimum form of switching function. If the number of gates reduced, then the circuit works faster and power consumption is reduced. Various simplification techniques for simplifying Boolean expression are: first one algebraic technique, second one Karnaugh map or K-map, third one entered variable map or MEV or EMV, and last one is Quine-McCluskey method. The disadvantage of using algebraic technique to reduce or to simplify Boolean expression are: it is difficult to apply the Boolean laws in a systematic manner, and also it is difficult to identify minimum solution for the Boolean expression. What is Karnaugh map? Karnaugh map is a Boolean expression simplification technique. A Karnaugh map provides a pictorial method of grouping together expression with common factors and simplifying the Boolean expression. Karnaugh map of a function specifies the value of the function for every combination of values of the independent variables. This is the diagrammatic representation of two variable Karnaugh map. This is the diagrammatic representation of three variable Karnaugh map. This is the diagrammatic representation of four variable Karnaugh map. Now, how to draw two variable Karnaugh map? Number of variables in the expression is 2. Hence, the Karnaugh map has 4 entries. That means, in general, if there are n variable in the expression, there are 2 to the power n entries in the Karnaugh map or 2 to the power n cells in the Karnaugh map. In two variable Karnaugh map, the first variable is written vertically as A complement A and the second variable B is written as B complement B in horizontal form. So, this 0, 1, 2, 3 indicate the location of minterm values to be written in the Karnaugh map. Convert the following truth table into Karnaugh map in order to understand how to draw two variable Karnaugh map. A truth table is given. So, Karnaugh map entry for two variable are 0, 1, 2, 3. That means in the minterm values of respective minterm should be filled in this position. So, output of 0th minterm is 0, hence 0 is entered. Output of minterm 1 is 0. So, in the location 1, 0 is entered. Similarly, output of minterm 2 is 1. So, in the location 2, 1 is entered. Output of minterm 3 is 1. Hence, in the location 3, we enter 1. Or, by referring to Boolean expression also, we can draw the Karnaugh map. In the Boolean expression, it is mentioned that entry 2 and 3 should be set to 1. Hence, entry 2 and 3 of the Karnaugh map is set to 1. Three variable Karnaugh map. Number of variables in the expression is 3. Hence, number of cells in the Karnaugh map is 8. This is the Karnaugh map for 3 variable. So, the first variable A is written vertically as A complement and A. Similarly, last two variables, that is B and C, are written vertically as B complement C complement, B complement C, BC and BC complement. This numbers which is written in blue color, that indicate the minterm location of the Karnaugh map, that is 0th minterm entry should be entered here. First minterm entry should be entered in the location 1. Second minterm entry should be entered in the last column, and third minterm entry should be done in the entry 3. Similarly, fourth minterm value should be entered in the location 4. Fifth minterm entry should be entered in the location 5. Sixth minterm entry should be done in the sixth location, which lies in the last column, and seventh minterm entry should be done in the location 7. Convert the following truth table into Karnaugh map in order to plot how to draw 3 variable Karnaugh map. In the truth table, entry for minterm 2, 6 and 7 are ones. Hence, the location 2, 6, 7 are set to 1 in the Karnaugh map, and remaining entries in the Karnaugh map are set to 1. 4 variable Karnaugh map. If there are 4 variable in the expression, then there are 16 entries in the K map or 16 cells in the Karnaugh map. The diagrammatic representation of Karnaugh map look like this. The first two variable A and B are written vertically like A bar B, A B and A B bar. Similarly, last two variable are written horizontally in the form of C bar D, C D and C D bar. The minterm entries are 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 12, 13, 15, 14, 8, 9, 11, 10. These entries indicate the location of the minterm values in the Karnaugh map. Remember, we will note the number in a straightforward fashion. We enter the second minterm in the last column and the third minterm in the third column. Similarly, here 8th minterm is entered in the last row, whereas 12th minterm is entered in the third row. Let us understand how to plot 4 variable Karnaugh map by using an example. Convert the following truth table into Karnaugh map. So, in the truth table entry, the minterm 1, 6, 7 and 14 are set to 1. Hence, in the K map, location 1, 6, 7 and 14 are set to 1 and remaining entries are 0. So, you can plot the Karnaugh map using the Boolean expression also. In the Boolean expression, entry 1, 6, 7, 14 are 1. Hence, in the Karnaugh map, 1, 6, 7, 14 entries are set to 1 and remaining values are set to 0. Karnaugh map uses grouping technique for eliminating the variable and simplifying the Boolean equation or switching function. Set of adjacent ones are called groups. Various groups that can be formed in Karnaugh map are pairs, quad and octet. Now let us see what is pairs. Two adjacent ones in the Karnaugh map is called a pair and it eliminates the variable that changes the form. Pair eliminates a single variable and its complement. Group of two adjacent ones is called a pair. Pair can be formed vertically or horizontally in the Karnaugh map. So, in this Karnaugh map, a pair is formed using two adjacent ones present in the cell 9 and 11 and it eliminates a variable and its complement. Now, how to write the simplified equation for the Karna map after writing the pair or after grouping. So, resultant will be y is equal to, go to the row and see the row in which the pair lies. So, pair lies in the row 4, that is a b complement is the variable. So, write a b complement, then go column wise and see the variable. If I go to the column, then the variables are c bar d and cd. If I or the variables or the terms c bar d and cd, d is common and I can remove d as common term. So c bar d plus cd, here d is common, I can write c bar plus c, which get eliminated. So the pair reduces a variable and its complement. So the variable which lies along the column is d. So we are writing a SOP equation. So we have to write the d variable by adding to the term which we received in the row. A pair is formed vertically by using two adjacent ones that lies in the cell 8 and 12, which are adjacent to each other. So, how to write the eliminated or simplified Boolean expression? So, y is equal to, first go row wise, see the row, the terms in the row are a, b, plus AB bar. Here A is common and B plus B bar is the term we get after bringing out the common variable A out. Now B plus B bar is equal to 1. So the resultant will be equal to A. So the term we receive after pairing is A, and go column wise, there is only a single term, so I cannot eliminate with the adjacent term. So write the term as it is by ORing it with the resultant which we receive in the row. So the resultant expression after pairing is y is equal to a c bar t bar. A pair can be formed by combining the cells 8 and 10. Since if I fold the map or if I roll the map, the cell 10 and 8 becomes adjacent cell. Hence I can group these two ones and they become two adjacent one. I can form a pair. Now how to write the simplified equation or simplified term? Now first go row wise. So since the pair is formed horizontally, in the row I can find a term, single term. So write the term as it is, a b bar. Now I have to add the variable which we receive in the column. So go to the respective column. So the columns are C bar, D bar and C, D bar. So here I can see the C variable changes its form from C bar to C. So it get eliminated. Write D bar directly and finally add D bar with the resultant which we received in the row. So the final reduced form of equation will be A, B bar, D bar. So in the next K map, the cell 1 and cell 9 contains ones. If I roll the map or if I fold the map, these two cells become adjacent to each other. So we can form a pair by combining or by grouping the ones at 1 and 9. Now how to write the simplified answer? Simplified answer is y is equal to, go to the respective row. So in the row we can find, since the pair is formed vertically, so I can find two terms in the row, that is a bar b bar and ab bar. If I observe these two terms, the variable a changes its form from a complement to a, hence the variable a get eliminated and b bar remains. Now go to the column where the pair lies. So c bar d. So write C bar D as it is and with the resultant which we received in the row. Group of four adjacent ones is called a quad. A quad is a group of four ones that are vertically or horizontally adjacent, and a quad eliminates two variables and their complements. In the given K map, we have one set 4, 5, 7 and 6 the cell of the K map. So I can form a quad since they are adjacent to each other horizontally. Now how to write the reduced form of the equation? So y is equal to, go to the respective row where the quad lies. So I can find a bar b, write a bar b as it is. Now go to the respective columns. So if I go to the respective column, first let us see the first two variable. In the first two variable, I can see the variable d changing its form from d bar to d. So d get eliminated along with its complement. If I see next two terms in the column, I can see C changing its form from C bar to C. So C and C bar get eliminated. And if I see next two terms, that is these two terms, I can see D changing its form from D bar to D. So D and D bar get eliminated. Finally, if I combine this term with the adjacent term, these two terms become adjacent. If I roll or fold the map, I can see that C changing its form from C bar to C. So C and C bar get eliminated. So the resultant what we received in the columns is 1. So if I AND 1 with the term which we received in the row, it becomes A bar B. So quad eliminate two variables and their complement, that is it eliminate two variables C D and C bar D bar in this particular K map. We'll see one more example. Here I can find a quad which lies vertically in the cells 1, 5, 13 and 9. Now how to write the reduced form of equation? Y is equal to, go to the respective column. In the first two terms I can see, P changing its form from B bar to B, so it get eliminated. If I see next two terms, the variable A changes its form from A bar to A, so these two variables, that is A bar and A, get eliminated. If I see next two terms, B and B bar are the terms which changes its form, so B and B bar get eliminated. If I see this term with the first row, I can see A changing its form from A to A bar, so this get eliminated. So the resultant what we received in the row is 1. Now it should be ANDed with the resultant of the column. So we have only a single column. So we write the term as it is, C bar D. So the final simplified answer will be y is equal to C bar D. So a Karnaugh map can contain more than one group in the Karnaugh map. So we can find two quads in the Karnaugh map. So first quad is in the cell 13, 15, 9 and 11, and second quad lies in the location 0, 2, 4 and 6. So first let us write the simplified term for the first quad. So this, let me call it as quad 1 or Q1, and this is Q2 or quad 2. First let me write the term for quad 1. So go to the respective row. In the row I can see the variable b changes its form from b to b bar, so they get eliminated, and the term what we receive for Q1, that is from quad 1, is A, and into, now we have to see column wise for quad 1. If I go to the respective column, I can see C bar changing its form from C bar to C. So C bar and C get eliminated. So resultant will be D. So the term what we received from quad 1 is AD. Now let us see what is the term we are going to receive from quad 2. So go to the respective row, that is row 1 and row 2. So here I can see B changing its form from B bar to B. So it get eliminated. A bar remains, and A bar is ANDed with the resultant what we receive from the columns. So the column what we have to look is C bar D bar and C D bar. Here I can see C bar or variable C changing its form from C bar to C. So it get eliminated. D bar remains. So D bar is ANDed with A bar. So the resultant term what we receive from quad 2 is A bar D bar. So we are going to write an SOP equation. So the resultant equation y is equal to A D. In the case of SOP, we are going to apply OR operation to the term or to the product term. So AD and A bar D bar is the product term. So I can write y is equal to AD plus A bar D bar. This is the reduced form of the equation or simplified equation what we are going to get using this Karnaugh map. Similarly, let us see one more Karnaugh map where we can find two quads. So you can find a single quad at the center of the K map, that in the location 5, 7 and 13, 15, and one more quad at the corner. This becomes adjacent cell when I fold and roll the map. Now let me call the center quad as Q1 and the quad formed by corner cell as Q2. So let us write the expression for Q1. Go to the respective row. I can see A bar and A. So A and A bar get eliminated. B remains. Go to the respective column. C bar, C get eliminated. So D remains. Write D. Let us see what is the term we are going to get from the second quad. So if I go to the respective row, A changes its form from A bar to A. So B bar remains. Write B bar and go to the respective column. If I go to the respective column, I can see the variable C changing its form from C bar to C. So it get eliminated. D bar remains. So the final term what we receive from quad 2 is A bar D bar. So the resultant simplified equation is BD plus BD B bar D bar. This is an octet. An octet is a group of 8 ones that are horizontally or vertically adjacent, and an octet eliminates 3 variables and their complement. And an octet will have highest priority in the K-map while grouping. That is, if try to form the group such that if it is possible to form the octet, then if any no octet, then try to form the quad, then the pair. So octet will have a highest priority since it eliminates three variables and their complement, whereas an quad eliminates for two variables and their complement, and a pair eliminates a variable and its complement. And single K-map simplification can have octet, a quad and a pair, or more than two or one quad, or more than one pair, or more than one octet in a single K-map. In this K-map, we can find an octet in the position or in the location 0, 1, 3, 2, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So there are 8 ones and we have marked the octet. Now let us see what is the expression for this octet. So first go row wise. If I go row wise, I can see two terms A bar, B bar, A, B bar. Now A bar is changing its form from A bar to A. So A bar and A get eliminated, B bar remains. Now go column wise, I can see C bar, D bar, C bar, D, C, D and C, D bar, and all these terms get eliminated. I have explained how this all the terms get eliminated while explaining the quad. So it is 1. Now final answer will be y is equal to B bar. Now in this particular, that is second K map, I can see a octet in the position or in the location 0, 4, 12, 8, 2, 6, 14 and 10. So now go row wise. In the row all the terms get eliminated. That is, in the first two terms I can see B bar, B changing the form from B bar to B, so it get eliminated. In the next two terms I can see A bar to A, and also I can see in the next two terms B changing its form from B to B bar. Finally A is changing from A to A bar. So all the terms get eliminated. So y is equal to 1, and go to the respective columns. So in these two columns I can see C changing from C changing from C bar to C. So C and C bar get eliminated and D bar remains. So the final answer will be D bar. So in the third K map, I can see an octet in the center of the K map. So here go to the respective rows and all the variables or the terms in the variable get eliminated. If I go row wise, I can see that C is changing from C bar to C. So C get eliminated, only D remains. In the next K map, that is the fourth K map, I can see an octet where in the row I can see A changing from A to A bar or A bar to A. So A bar and A get eliminated, B remains. If I go to an octet column, I can see all the terms get eliminated. I have explained how these terms get eliminated previously. So the final reduced equation will be y is equal to b. While grouping in the K map, an octet will have the highest priority, next priority for the quad, and the last priority for the pair. If it is not possible to group any one in the any of the group, write the group that particular cell as it is and write the entire term in the Boolean expression or in the final Boolean expression. So we are allowed to use the same ones more than once, and we'll see the example for overlapping of the group while solving the K-map sum, and we are allowed to roll the map or fold the map to get pair, octet or a quad. You are allowed to overlap the map to get the largest group. So now let us see what is eliminating redundant group. Group of ones which are used in any other group are called redundant group. After encircling all possible groups, we have to eliminate any redundant group present in the K-map. In this lecture video, we have understood what is Karna map, how to plot the Karna map for 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable, and how to group the ones in the Karna map, that is how to form a pair, how to form the quad, how to form an octet we have learned. Then we have learned how to eliminate the redundant group by identifying the redundant group. So, in the coming lecture video, we will discuss or we will solve sums, that is, we will try to minimize the given SOP and get the simplified SOP equation. Thank you.